Once upon a time, Aston Villa were one of the top teams in the land. That's not the case nowadays though, as they endure their second season of Championship football after relegation from the Premier League in 2016. Things are looking better for Villa this time out, competing at the right end of the table, and supporters will be praying they get back to where they believe they belong. Villa have had some great players over the years, so let's take a look at an Aston Villa 11 right now if they had kept their best players. In goal we've got Scott Carson. There are options all over the pitch in this team, but in goal we've struggled, tossing a coin between Scott Carson and Brad Guzan. It's the current Derby County stopper who gets the nod though, but he was only ever a loanee at Villa, spending the 2007-2008 season at the club on a temporary deal from Liverpool. While Carson might be doing well in the Championship now, he'll sadly always be known for his failures in between the sticks for England against Croatia. At right back it's Kyle Walker. Another player who Aston Villa had on loan, Kyle Walker spent half a season at Villa Park in 2011, where he got his first proper taste of consistent Premier League football. Who'd have thought all those years ago that the Villa loanee would turn into the Premier League's best right back and Manchester City would pay £45 million for him? When Walker gets his Premier League winners' medal at the end of the season, I'm sure he'll say he owes it all to his time at Villa. Centre back is Gary Cahill. Speaking of Premier League winners, Gary Cahill has won it 2 times, but his career began with Villa, coming through the club's youth academy, scoring just 1 goal for the club, an incredible overhead kick against rivals Birmingham. The centre-half would sign for Bolton in January 2008, then joined Chelsea for £7 million 4 years later. He's alongside Kieran Clark. Another defender who began his career with Aston Villa, Kieran Clark has spent the majority of his days with the club, leaving in the summer of 2016 after relegation to join fellow Championship side Newcastle United. But while Villa struggled in the second tier, Clark thrived at Newcastle, helping them return to the Premier League as champions. The move to the North East helped revive Clark's career, and Villa will probably wish they'd never sold him. At left back it's Ryan Bertrand. Just like Kyle Walker, Ryan Bertrand had a loan spell at Villa Park, spending half a season at the club in 2014 under Paul Lambert, a move that pretty much signalled the end of the left back's career at Chelsea. Bertrand would go on loan to Southampton in the following season, then make his move permanent. He may only have been at Villa for 6 months, but there was absolutely no way we weren't picking Bertrand when we looked at the other options available. On the right of midfield is Marc Albrighton. One that got away for Aston Villa, Marc Albrighton's career has been remarkable since he was released from Villa Park. The scorer of the Premier League's 20,000th goal joined newly promoted Leicester in 2014 as he strapped himself in for the most incredible few years of his career. After first achieving survival, Albrighton won the Premier League with the Foxes, then went on to play in the Champions League, reaching the quarter-finals. A piece of bad business by Villa if ever there was one. In the middle we've got James Milner. The former England international was a part of Martin O'Neill's exciting and vibrant Villa side, a team that Villa fans will no doubt miss, considering how bad things have been since the Republic of Ireland manager left the club. As for Milner, he was snapped up by the oil-rich Manchester City in 2010 as they looked to win the Premier League, something Milner did twice at the Etihad. In 2017, Milner is a very different player, a versatile option for Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, playing here, there and everywhere. Next up it's Idrissa Gana Gueye. A member of Aston Villa's relegation side in 2016, Idrissa Gana Gueye was one of the few players who could end the season with a bit of pride, looking like the standout player in a dismal Aston Villa lineup. The performances by the midfielder got him a move to Everton, where Gueye continued to impress and get even more attention, drawing comparisons to the marathon machine N'Golo Kante. Also in the middle we've got Fabian DELPH. Calm down Aston Villa fans, we know he snaked you just a bit, but the lad's still good enough for this team. DELPH had agreed an £8 million move to Man City in the summer of 2015, but would release a statement saying he wouldn't be joining them, only to sign for them a week later, so what's that all about? It's only now that DELPH's City career has kicked off, playing left back under Pep Guardiola, and he's on his way to a Premier League winners' medal. Still a massive snake though. On the left wing it's Ashley Young. Speaking of players who've been converted into a left back, we've got Manchester United's Ashley Young, who really made his name in the Premier League while he was with Aston Villa, a key component in the previously mentioned Martin O'Neill side. Young's form caught the attention of Manchester United, who paid between £15 and £20 million for the winger, where he's now in his 7th season, which quite frankly is ridiculous considering how bang average he's been for the Red Devils. And up front it's Christian Benteke. Their saviour for so many years, all Christian Benteke did at Villa Park was score goals, costing £7 million from Genk. In 3 seasons for Villa, Benteke scored 49 goals in 101 games as they maintained their Premier League status, and then it all went to pot. Benteke signed for Liverpool and flopped massively, while Villa were relegated. They both needed each other more than they knew, and a reunion could always be possible if Aston Villa get themselves back in the Premier League. So that's our Aston Villa 11 if they kept their best players. Let us know how you think they'd do in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.